I just finished Chainsaw Man Part 1, and God, that was an enjoyable ride. Like, man, it had everything. It had violence, it had death, explosions, blood, sex, nudity, comedy, tears. Like, this was honestly just written to be enjoyable, and that's the best way I can describe it. And the fact that I was in tears by the end, and you gotta remember, you have a protagonist, Denji, who has essentially almost no big overarching goal, right? He's not trying to save the world at the start of the story. He's not trying to, achieve Pirate King, Wizard King, Hokage. He just wants to live a normal life. And all his short-term goals are involved with something to do with sexuality. He wants to touch boobs, he wants to kiss. It's just horny teenage. And he's 16, makes sense, especially considering his life growing up. Yeah, but that's who your protagonist is, and to create a story, a world where it ends up being enjoyable, right? You follow this character, and by the end you're in tears. Like, oh my god, dude, I'm crying over here at the end with Aki, with power, with hugs. Like, it was a well written Part 1. That arc was complete. I mean, and it's essentially and then the very end, there's like hope in such a tragic world. Like, almost every named character is dead by the end of the story. You have Denji left, and then you have Captain Kishibe. Pretty much everybody besides the octopus dude, besides him, like, everybody else is dead. That's crazy. And it still ends on such a positive note, like a hopeful one, and there's going to be a part 2, and I'm excited for that. The anime's coming out, I'm definitely watching that. Honestly, I'm about to go read Fire Punch by the same mangaka. Like, this, I understand why this is hyped as much as it is. This is a well-written arc. The themes are consistent. Man, like I'm telling you, to recreate such a tight story with a protagonist that, the big theme of it is he's essentially being, paralleled as a dog. Make that work, dude. This thing is just pure adrenaline enjoyment, man. It's Chainsaw Man becoming like a superhero. The next arc is gonna be like he going to high school while being still like this Chainsaw Man personality, dude, and this natural progression from wanting to be a normal life to wanting to be Chainsaw Man. Man, it's hard not to be excited about this. Like, there are a lot of stories people write. Some people writing stories for the money. Some people are doing it for like some art. Man, I don't know why this story is being written, but I can say for sure it respects the audience. It breaks your heart every time a character you've learned to love or hate dies. The adrenaline, dude, it has everything. The comedy, the romance, if you're into that, I am. Dude, ships sinking left and right. And it's just crazy. I can't put it any better than it respects the audience. It knows who's reading, and the story knows what it wants, and it follows through with that. And a lot, I honestly, when you're reading other stories, especially when it comes to an ending, it doesn't deliver. And this has. But, this is only part 1, right? There's going to be another part 2, and who knows how long it's going to go. But I'll put my trust in this author. I'll read Fire Punch. And, I'll see how that ends and see if I like that. And we'll see. But the thing is, this is his latest work, and it's great. Like, Denji, I honestly didn't even feel for Denji for most of the story. And especially the beginning, right? A lot of characters die, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad. But, when you get to the end, and you have Aki going, man, you have Power going, that battle with Machina, dude, oh my god, when he hugs Pochita, however you want to pronounce that, man, dude, I'm in tears. I'm just sitting there, like, rubbing my eyes off of trying to read the page. Oh, man, dude, if you're, watching this and you haven't read it, check it out, or at least check out the anime. This is great. And I'm reading Jujutsu Kaisen, and man, both of these things are so dark, but honestly really enjoyable. And I'm going to compare this to Attack on Titan, since most of the people who subscribe to me so far, came from my Attack on Titan videos. But that's how I felt for a good portion of Attack on Titan. In the beginning you don't care as much because everybody's not characterized, but as the story went on, you start caring about these characters and the themes, and you start having certain expectations of the story. Jujutsu Kaisen has been delivering, and the same dark themes, along those lines. It's a little bit more straightforward than Attack on Titan because the second half ended up becoming more ideological, political. But it's still dark. It's still a tragedy. Same with this. This honestly can be described as a tragedy. A lot of these characters you get to know when they die. Basically, the villain made our character have a certain standard of life, and then got rid of it to make our character depressed. Denji, and it all follows through in a satisfying conclusion of these arcs. And Attack on Titan was there for the most of it, and I don't think it delivered in the end. If you followed my videos, but I don't know if I'm getting into another trap or not, but I think this might have a satisfying conclusion. And honestly, why not hope? I'm going to hope it does. I'm going to keep following this. I'm going to go read Fire Punch next. Man, I do want to make a video, and it's probably going to be my next Chainsaw Man video about the women in this series. I think the significance of their role in the story and how each of them play is really great. I think when you have a protagonist that's just a horny teenager, you can probably run into some problems characterizing women. But I think, man, the mangaka did a stellar job, and I think I want to make a separate video talking about the female characters, because they deserve recognition and justice how well they were managed to be pulled off. So thanks for watching. This is just my hype video. Maybe I'll make another video too going into details, but man, this was just me being super excited just having finished it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next video.